Where Carly at though? I can't hear you.
I'm about to text a group chat and tell her and try to join.
All right. Hey, Chad, if you all give us 1 minute, we was having technical problems.
Oh yeah,
Carly is
I
joining.
forgot.
Carly is about to join. So
What's up, chat?
yeah, it
I
wouldn't it
forgot we
wouldn't let
live.
us
Yeah, we
go live at first.
testing something out right quick. What up, everybody? Appreciate y'all hitting us so soon. I didn't know y'all was gonna be in the building. We got a lot to talk about today, though. We're gonna get Cardi jumping on up in here.
No,
I don't know what it
no.
was. We had probably have to come in here one by one. I said, let me see what's going on. I said, let me do a little test.
Hey, we gotta
Because
talk
we
about the
couldn't, it's
Nigga
like,
case.
oh yeah. Man, getting wild.
We gotta talk about Offset on child support from Cardi B.
Hey, pay that man. Especially if you got them kids, pay that man.
Trump commuting the sentence of Larry Hoover and pardoning NBA YoungBoy.
Hey, shout out for the pardon, but don't just commute that boy. Go on pardon something. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, we still got 2 inmates out there on the loose, man. I thought them boys would be locked up by now. They giving it a good run.
Yeah, that's the ones that y'all said was going to be. We all said that's going to be the ones that's going to be, not going to be hard to find, basically, like we were saying, going to be hard to find. All right, we got Carly in the building.
Hey y'all, been gone a couple weeks, so I'm happy to be back.
We gotta go and give y'all the formal intro, man. We gotta go and give y'all the formal intro.
Yeah, so y'all, welcome to another episode of Spinnin Da Block. I am Carly Chiffon, and I'm here with
Derek Demure.
And it's your boy, DJ Designs.
We don't make the headlines.
We debate the headlines and we give them to you straight.
And this episode is, of course, brought to you by D's Totally Tees and Hughes BOA. And let's jump right into it because I know y'all been waiting for a little bit. We had some technical difficulties or whatever, but we into it. So now let's jump right in with Kevin Gates. He is calling out Black people for being hypocritical, basically. And this video right here is a little controversial. So I want to see what y'all's thoughts are on it first, after we check out the clip real quick.
I don't really care for niggas like that. I don't care to be around them because there's always some bullshit. Well, I'm going to go back to the Black community. Hey, good luck. Good luck. Why you ain't done now? Because you don't want that kind of pressure that's going to get applied.
Right.
Man.
Because we kill each other all day, talk about each other behind each other back. Any family get together and we gossiping in the kitchen. Nigga, you just seen me outside and went in the kitchen and decided to turn into a bitch ass nigga when you went in the kitchen. Yeah, Gates, he really think. Come on, man. That's all we do. When you look at my comments, the people saying negative shit be niggas. The Black Lives Matter movement, they got mad at me. They said, I told them, hey, listen, I wasn't made for everybody to like.
That's real.
I told them, you know what's worse than a nigga? They was like, what? Another one?
Ooh, damn.
We kill each other all day. The song, I'll fuck your bitch, I'll kill you, bust your head, and then we talk about each other behind each other back. And then soon as a white person kill one of us, y'all should have left him. Y'all should have let him live. Why? So we could kill him.
There's so much right there. First of all, I just want to talk about how he mentioned like song lyrics and stuff like that. I'll bust your head, I'll kill you and stuff like that. He talks about stuff like that in his songs. So I really thought that point was kind of like what? It kind of just went over his own head almost because what do you mean? He did admit to it, like, okay, yeah, I like listening to it in music, but at the end of the day, I guess he's trying to say, like, we're killing each other. He got a point there. It does happen, but I don't think that that's a reason to be like, I'm not going to support other Black people and Black movements at the end of the day.
I mean, exactly. He's saying, oh, we unaliving each other, which is true. But when we unalive each other, typically we're doing life for that body. When they unalive us, typically they're getting off and they don't have to lose their job. They don't lose pay. They don't lose sleep. They're in their beds. We can't let them kill us and be so comfortable with it. And of course, we got to stop unaliving ourselves. But the point that he's saying that he don't rock with niggas because they slimy, they do this and do that. Everybody know niggas got way more code than when you go to somewhere like in a boardroom. Everybody like, man, I wish you would at least did to my face. I thought he was my partner the whole time. They said these corporate streets is just like the
Yeah.
streets, but 10 times worse. So don't go in there and try to act like, yeah, niggas do petty stuff, but I mean, who do the real petty stuff is the people that won't comment on your stuff, but to get your whole page taken down because they don't like what you're promoting. So let's not forget about the big fish.
Snaps. I like those points. What you got, Demir?
I think the truth can be a hard pill to swallow for some people. I mean, we posted this reel on our platforms, right? And overall, people agreed. There were some who didn't like what Gates had to say, and even called him a hypocrite. You know, Carly, you kind of hinted on that too.
Mm-hmm.
But facts are facts, right? Where was the lie in what he said? I think people are missing the message. We're
Uh-huh.
our own biggest problem. If we
Okay.
stop hating on each other, trying to kill each other, trying to keep each other down, we no longer niggas. We become a more civilized uh, race or group of people.
Mm.
Now, that's not to say other races don't do the same thing to some degree, but it's marginalized. This is a big problem in our community. And things won't get better for us overall until we take initiative to change it. That's what I think. That's my opinion. And that's not to say, you know, that's not to say we have to kick it with everybody, but we got to say somebody is an op just because we don't like the way that person move, that person chill, or how they choose to associate or engage with other people in activities. I think he was 100% right in all aspects. When
A
a white
hundred
person
percent.
killed 100%, when a white person killed one of us, it's an uproar. We kill one of us, one side grieving, the other side screaming free to shoot. So when it's a white person, it's all about getting justice. But when it's black, it's divided. I mean, make it make sense. And
I
it all
mean,
goes back to house niggas versus field niggas to me.
yeah, I mean, I think that I understand what Kevin Gates was saying. I think it's always just like the delivery. Like we know Kevin Gates, his delivery gonna be a little wild every time that he has something to say. It's not like he's saying anything completely wrong. It's just more so like the Black Lives Matter movement. That's just about supporting each other at the end of the day. Just like DJ Designs was saying, like whenever it comes to a white person killing a black person, they're getting off scot free versus that black person killing another black person. A lot of the times they go into prison for that. They're serving their time. They're doing, what they're going to jail for that. But I don't know. I just don't feel like just because some people don't support you the way that you're supposed to be supported means that you should just kind of neglect the rest of your community. Like I don't know, innocent black
And
people.
and
Go ahead.
I also feel like that's why it's so easy for Kevin Gates to neglect the community because he's not like Negro. I think he always repping Puerto Rican or some. He got some type of Hispanic in him. He got a lot of that in him. It's like if you ain't fully black, I feel like it become a little bit easier for you to dismiss us when you get some money or when you get a little bit of notoriety and you could distance yourself from us because at first, I mean, you are us. But you feel like, oh, I got a little curl in my hair and these niggas just be pissing me off. It's like it's easier for you to disassociate, in my opinion. That's why you talk like that.
I don't even
But you
know if
got to
it's that.
remember,
Because it's
he
like
from the,
Lil Wayne. If you remember, Lil Wayne also was like, I don't support the Black Lives Matter movement, and he felt like that because he said a white police officer was the one that saved his life or whatever. Okay, cool. Black Lives Matter is not trying to say, oh, this every single other race. We don't mess with white people. We don't do this. It's just talking about supporting your own race. And I feel like once some of these stars get to a certain level, stuff like that is lost on them. They're not worried about it anymore. So that's kind of where it's more so like, I don't know if you should be saying something like that when you have a platform this big. Kids are listening to you and thinking like, oh, I shouldn't support my own race. You know what I mean?
but he talking about hood niggas, and I get what you're saying, but I don't think we should look at it like that. You know what I'm saying? I think we should look at it like, okay, you saying he got money, so he disassociated himself with that, right?
Hmm.
But he's
And
looking
he
at it
got loose
like
curls.
it shouldn't take a nigga to have money to disassociate with that kind of behavior. We need to be fixing that internally in the first place. You know what I'm saying? Niggas need to quit hating on each other for nothing just because one person got something and you don't. You know what I'm saying? We need to figure out how to get it together. That's
Yeah,
what
but
he's saying. Niggas gonna be niggas until they figure out how to start working together.
But my thing was, it's not about the like, people from the hood and stuff like that. It's about the Black Lives Matter movement. That's not about nothing hood. That's about, just like
Well,
pure.
Black Lives Matter is a scam anyway. I mean, you know what I'm saying? The lady was taking the funds, or the people were taking the funds. They buy $1 million homes in Atlanta and stuff. That's why they
Look,
were under federal investigation. I mean, not Atlanta, in California.
But
That's
the
why they were
but
under
the
federal
grass but
investigation.
the grassroots
yeah,
the
exactly.
grassroots of Black Lives Matter started in St. Louis when that injustice with Mike Brown happened. That was about the injustices. Now they came and co-opted into some way other stuff. And I understand what you're saying is true too. But the
Yeah,
beginning of it was about some real struggle type movement,
In the
grassroots.
beginning, but then it got tainted. You know what I'm saying? Then it
yeah,
got
it got
tainted. Then
tainted.
Yeah,
it
But
made the whole movement look bad overall.
yeah, I mean, just in some
I
aspects.
agree.
At the same time, it's like, yeah, I think that most people aren't looking at like the organization, like the head of the organization, stuff like that. We're looking at the overall, the hashtag, like the going out, the marching, just the overall movement, like that. That's kind of how I look at the movement. I'm not looking at the people that's like behind the scenes with stealing money and all of that. But I mean, I get what he's saying in the aspect of we definitely should not be hating on each other. We should be supporting each other all the way through. And I guess he kind of trying to say like, don't pick and choose when you want to support people. That might be kind of what he getting at, but I don't know. When it's somebody that's an innocent life that literally like, you got people that's in their bed laying down sleep and a cop come in, bust in, shoot them, they're dead now. Different things like that. I can't say that I'm not gonna go and support and be behind those people just because some other people hating on me down the street. And I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
Say
I mean
chat.
that's when you're intellectual.
Just want to tell the chat, y'all make sure y'all hit that like button if you on X, hit that repost and follow button. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. All
Yeah.
right. Go ahead. What you gonna say, DJ?
Oh, that's it.
Okay.
That's
All right.
it.
Someone else that might be getting looked at as a hypocrite is Druski because he did a skit recently where he was pretending to be a white YN basically. He got a lot of backlash about this one, y'all. I don't know. Let's play the clip real quick.
Well,
Oh,
in this clip,
yeah.
I'm not playing the audio in the clip, so I guess I'll just
Audio.
start. Yeah, I'm not playing the audio from the clip. I'm just showing it. So I guess I'll start with my comment. I mean, white people been doing this for how long? Been putting on blackface. Now they
Hmm.
get a taste of their own medicine and they don't like it. I'm not gonna hold you. It was funny as hell to me and accurate to some degree.
Hmm.
The end when he went home though, that's it. I was like,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, said me for real. I thought he was gonna flip. I thought he was gonna flip the script when he got in the house and start talking out proper and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But nah, he stayed on point. His mom and dad's the people who was playing his mom and dad, their reaction was on point too. So
Hmm.
yeah, this and the nail shop skit by Druski, I think that was one of the best ones that he's done to me. So yeah, the people that was commenting saying, "Let me go put my blackface on," all I'm gonna say is, if you do it right.
I don't know. With
Nah,
this,
but I would say not.
go ahead.
Go ahead, Carly.
Okay, I was just gonna say like with this one, it's kind of like a fine line. Like I see where the funny was. It's funny. The skit was all put together, whatever. But it's also can be offensive. Like at the end of the day, if we're gonna get offended about blackface and stuff like that, whenever somebody does it to the opposite race, it's kind of like how do you feel about it? Like I seen a clip the other day. It was going viral, and it was like a black college that did a white frat party. They all dressed up like white people and everything like that. And I get it. We doing it because it's like it's been done to us for a long time. So somebody was in the comments. They was like, "So if we do this to y'all, y'all gonna be mad?" And I was thinking, I was like, "Yeah, I would be pissed. I would be pissed." But it's like at the same time, why we provoking it? Like I don't know. It's kind of
But
it's a thin line.
see, this is the difference. When they was putting on blackface, it was done to be degrading and things of that nature. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying?
Hmm.
He's showing almost a real life aspect of what it's like when a white boy comes to the hood. And don't
Yeah.
get me wrong, because you got some white boys, some white YNs that's in the hood all day, every day because they live there. They don't go home to their middle class life. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? They know they be on the block 24/7, just like any other
Hmm.
person in the hood to be on the block. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, when white people do it, it was a form of degrading us. Like, look at these monkeys, and this is how, you know what I'm saying, they expect black people to look and act and stuff like that. But it wasn't. They was making a mockery of it. It wasn't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A true reflection.
Yeah, and that's the total difference of it. It was decades of making a mockery out of black people, dehumanizing them, playing big black roles, and not even paying people for those, not even getting black people to play those roles because they're playing them in blackface and also dehumanizing us at the same time. So I feel like it's a totally different thing. But to stick on a Druski skit, man, it was hilarious. I don't see what's offensive about it at all. Even if you are a white YN, he didn't grade you. He played you pretty funny. It's not a big problem. But everybody's like getting on Druski, but nobody got on Snoop Dogg when Snoop Dogg was doing his Todd series on Instagram. Remember? Snoop Dogg was Todd and he was
Yeah.
smoking a little weed and we just thought it was funny. So
Yeah.
it's just like I don't know. It's like we never thought about white face like that. We're just like look at Snoop Dogg playing this white man. I mean, growing up in the house with four brothers and sisters, it's like we start acting out people. So it's feel like it's just a butt. It's just like us acting out. You know what I'm saying on Instagram. It's not a big deal. I thought it was hilarious. His skits are getting really really good, but I gotta say, dang, I can't think of my boy name. But his skit's a little bit colder though, because he's a little bit funnier to me. I can't think of his name. Damn, it
I
ain't funny
Desi
Marco
Banks.
though.
I think it's
You know
the
that one,
problem is like it's
Desi Banks. Yeah,
uh,
I
the
like Desi Banks skits.
okay. I think the problem with
Yeah,
Drewski's was a few things. For one, we live in a real sensitive society. Like people get upset about anything, you get canceled about anything. Then you had a couple weeks ago, he was with Kai Sanat and they were doing some type of ad or whatever. And during that, Drewski called a kid like fat and had him
oh
crying.
yeah.
So I think people are already kind of pissed that Drewski would want to kind of like pick at him about that. And then also, it's like
Man,
Drewski has
kids
done
got to toughen up.
yeah, I mean,
You fat, you know you
but he didn't have
Drewski
to.
fat
He was a
himself.
kid. That was kind of that was
yeah,
exactly. It was a
you
little
fat
far.
kid.
A 9-year-old,
You
you cannot be
13.
calling a 9-year-old fat. That is crazy.
Drewski fat himself though. Come on, man.
and then also,
Come
I think
on, man.
is that Druski has been
All right.
doing white skits for a long time, right? He always just go put on a wig, a little blonde wig, go on about his business, dress up like
Yeah,
him. They were mad because he painted himself white this time. That's what it was. Like it's just the fact
just
that you
thought it was funny.
yeah. All he had to go do was get his little blonde wig again. It would have been no problem. Everybody would have been laughing good, no problem at all. But I don't know. It's funny, but I can see, I guess, where some people mad about it just because of blackface and, oh, what if we do
But
it?
it's
But
not even the equivalent.
it's not. And I feel like the people that want to try to like
It's like
make
a
it an
party.
equivalent, they kind of just want to do it anyway. You know what I'm saying? They want to make it like, oh, we provoking them,
Yeah,
excuse to do it anyway. So
yeah.
yeah,
It's like a party excuse, bro. It's not the equivalent, bro. Come on.
yeah.
All right, but old boy who responded to it, uh, Unc actually called himself a YN. That's what got me. So let's watch this clip right here.
What?
Y'all, somebody find Druski for me. Somebody tag Druski. One thing you can't do, Druski, that little white boy skit was cool. I ain't lying, but one thing you can't do is some white YNs, you ain't gonna never run off the block. I'm just gonna keep a G with you. Chop. Yeah, Druski. Sometimes that white YN shit be really real. That skit was cool and all, but so much you just can't get rid of. So much you just can't run us off the block, baby. That shit don't work like that. It was cool when I seen it. Y'all make sure Druski see this shit. Some white YNs, baby. It is what it is. Untouchable. You know what I'm saying? Put this shit in your video, champ. Yeah.
Man, what are you talking about?
jamming that shit.
So clearly he doesn't know what YN
I'm
means.
like, what dude talking about, man?
More of an ON, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
More of an ON. I don't know about no YN, but okay. I don't even know if you were in at all, actually.
I'm about to say more of a OC but let me stop. Um,
Oh
I
my
mean,
god.
first of all, he looked exactly how Juicy look in the skin, so I guess he got offended about that, man. But I mean, Druski wasn't talking about running no YNs off the no white YNs off the block though. I ain't think he was talking
I
about running
know.
nobody off the block.
No,
Nah, he
he
wasn't
was
talking about
speaking.
running
So,
nobody
dude,
off.
I
That's
mean,
what I was saying too.
they be misconstruing the stuff, man. Every time.
I don't even think he was misconstruing it. I think he just wanted a little clout. I don't even want to say clout, but like a little moment. Like, oh, this is my time to shine. He calling us out. It's my time to shine. You know what I mean?
He got it all backwards from the
Okay,
jump.
okay.
When he called himself a YN, and then Druski trying to can't run us off the block. It's like, dude,
Nah,
But
he low key made it cool for the white YNs.
you say it's cool for the white YNs?
Yeah, low key to me, it made it look like you like that nigga off the Drewski's kid. Like it's gonna be funny with the youth to me. Like, yeah, we got us a white YN here. It's like a new term that they're gonna have, and I think it's gonna. I thought it was a cool, funny thing. I can't see it as a negative thing how people taking it.
Well, we'll see. Well, hopefully people lighten up.
I see
Drewski
white dudes like that in the hood.
definitely. You say white what?
My bad. I see white dudes like that in the hood. Pops, what was that
Okay.
one white dude that used to always come with them J's in the trap? Used to stay J'd up with the long hair, white dude.
I don't know.
You know
Only
what I'm
white dude
talking
I
about?
can think
Oh
of
man, he
right
used to
now,
stay.
I could think of Chad Renfro, and I could think of David McCree. Those are the only two I can think of right now.
Shout
It
out to
was that one white dude, smooth. But yeah, them two, they cool too.
Okay, well, obviously Drewski was just trying to get a good laugh, but somebody that's definitely not laughing right now is Cardi B because Offset is trying to file to get spousal support from her. This is insane. He is being petty as can be. He know he don't need no spousal support from Cardi B. He's seen her pop out at that basketball game with who is the football player Diggs, his last
Stephon
name
Stephon
did.
Diggs,
Stephon Diggs, and he is pissed obviously, and he's showing it. You're supposed to be P and leave it alone. Just walk away, Offset. Leave it alone. Walk away.
Not P.
What y'all thought about this
I
one?
mean, who got the kids?
I think
Cardi.
her.
If he
Yeah.
got the kids, huh?
No, this nigga is asking for joint custody of the kids. This is one of the things that rubbed me wrong. This nigga is asking for joint custody of the kids, right? He wants her residence to be the primary residence, but then you asking for spousal support. Like, nigga, you a whole cake for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, dog. You worth $30 million. She worth $100 million, and you trying to roach up on some of that. But you don't want to take the responsibility of getting your kids. And then she aired him out on Twitter, saying that he ain't even seen the kids or nothing since they split up. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh. Yeah, he hurt.
See, this is why men sign prenup because most of the time they're the ones with the most financial in the situation. See, Cardi B, she ain't signed no prenup. She the breadwinner. Pay that man because now he can't live the lifestyle that he was living once when he was with you. Hold
Can't
on. He can't
respect
live the
that.
lifestyle that he was living when he was with Cardi B. Cardi B stepped out of in a relationship that could be proven when she was pregnant. It seems like he's in distraught. I mean, they need to be primarily with the mother because that's how they was raised. Because he was always on the road. Pay him. It needs to be alimony services, something severances. I mean, need to pay him and get him right because it's not fair. He's not living the same lifestyle he got to live when he was with Cardi. Man, no,
I can't respect
Stay
that,
it's a lot
dog.
of
psych.
pain and
Stay
grief.
psych.
How you asking for spousal support from a broad that stood by you through all the cheating, your album flopping, the beef with the Migos,
Yo, 10
you know,
kids.
Yeah, yeah, he had like 4 or 5 kids before he even got with her, man.
Nah,
Cardi
you
was
knew what
not
it
only
was.
the
You knew what it was.
man. Cardi wasn't only his wife; she was his bottom bitch. I'm telling you, there ain't too many that would have stood in there like that.
Oh my god.
Okay, so she knew what it was and she provided. She knew what it was. She provided, and then when she go out and do something like that, it would never supposed to be like that. So
No, no,
he's
no,
on a different type of hurt. He's
no.
on
If
a
we
different
go,
type of hurt. We
when
got
they
an
started
agreement for what it was, and pay
when they
him. I hope
started
the judge
dating,
sides for him.
he was the rich person. She was coming up, and so whatever they got
She
together, they've been
was
together for some years. But no, her whenever they started dating, it was like Bodak Yellow was like just coming out and stuff like that. They've been together for a while.
she won
But
a
the
Grammy
thing
though.
is
He
that
ain't win no Grammy.
I know that like he was taking care of that household. So now all of a sudden you're trying to say like, oh, I need spousal support. You didn't need support. I'm pretty sure you was paying the bills and everything. Because I can't see Cardi B paying the bills for that man. I really just can't see it. I don't. She
Cardi
don't.
B is the breadwinner. She's paying the bills. She's buying the big gifts. She's the one with worth 100 mil.
Nah,
He's
she's not
just trying to
that.
do his part.
You can't tell me.
Nah,
Offset
you worth
never win
100 mil.
Offset will never win a Grammy. The only Grammy he gonna get is the one that's going up his nose.
Ain't no way
Okay,
you.
so now
I gotta pay the bills and you gonna cheat on me? Ain't no way. There's no way. I
Right?
can't see Cardi doing that.
That's
You ain't gonna
crazy.
tell me she did that.
hey, if men gotta pay the tolls, she gotta pay the tolls. Cheaper to keep them. That's what she should have did. Cheaper to keep them.
Oh, I'm,
But
I stand
let's
beside
jump.
her.
Let's see what Cardi B had to say right there.
You're mentally fucked up right now. And I
Cardi
keep
gotta
saying,
say.
I don't know who in your team, I don't know who in your team is encouraging you. I don't know who's not sitting you down. Of course, your mama want to talk about, I'm staying out of it. Of course, very convenient of hers. Somebody got to sit you down as a man and be like, yo, you're dead wrong.
Oh, now you want to put my
Get
mom
your
in
life
it?
together.
Yeah.
Go get some mental health. This is not you. Or maybe this is you. But I didn't know that this was you. Because you was never like this. You was never like this. I don't know what's been going on this past 6-7 months. I don't know if you're on drugs. I don't know if you're depressed. I don't know what the fuck it is, but you need help. You need to come to your fucking senses. And the only reason why I want you to get help is because of my kids. Other than that, nigga, you could have died slow, and I wouldn't give one fuck.
Verbal abuse. I don't know.
I don't know if you're on drugs.
No, he probably is depressed. He probably is real sad because at the end of the day, a lot of men don't know how to live up to the actions that they cause. The cause and effect, y'all have a problem with it. Y'all want to cause problems, y'all don't want the effect that come with them. But at the end of the day, also, he is going through a lot. I mean, he lost one of the Migos members. I'm pretty sure that that's still something that's bothering him, like, because he died so young. And then also now you're losing your wife,
But
your family. That's a lot.
the thing about that, him and Takeoff and Quavo wasn't even talking when Takeoff got killed.
And that's probably
You know what
bothering
I'm
them
saying?
even more, though. You know what I'm saying? When you ain't mend something with somebody and then they leave and you ain't even get to fix it, that's probably making it even worse. So,
But Cardi was there at that time, and she was trying to get them to fix it. That nigga was the one being hard headed. You know what I'm saying? Because
mhm,
he didn't have no motion without those two.
mhm,
Really, they didn't have motion without Takeoff. You know what I'm saying? Because
yeah.
Quavo and um, what's Buddy name? Offset. Neither one of them really have any careers since Takeoff been gone.
Well, I don't know. I can't say that. I feel like Quavo was definitely like,
Because Quavo was the one. He was the star supposedly.
for sure.
Nah,
But
Takeoff was the
the
star.
way
Takeoff had all the hardest verses, man. And they even said Takeoff came up with the
he had
style they
more
was on.
verses. Nah, everybody was on Quavo. He was the one. I thought he was the Mike Jack of the group. Man, he wasn't Takeoff. Takeoff was
And
quiet, especially
He
when they
probably
first.
had the most. Yeah, he probably had the most swag. But I'm talking about lyrically that made the group
I mean, because he got left off of
what it
Bad and
was.
Bougie. Like, it's the whole meme. He got left off of
Yeah,
Bad and
nah, for
Yeah,
real. For real.
Bougie. I
You
mean,
got rich off a song you wasn't even on, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
he said, "Do it look like I got looked up on Bougie?"
like I got left off of Bad and Bougie. Yeah, that's
That's when they charged up Joe Budden.
But Offset is definitely like he's going through it and it's showing. He just at this point just walk away in peace. But I really think that he got triggered from her popping out with Mr. Diggs the other week. That did it.
That's what
That
it
had to
was.
be what
That's
did
what
it.
it was.
Cause spousal
And
support.
then they showing out. Did you see all the roses and stuff that he bought Cardi? I just saw that today.
No,
Man,
I
she
didn't see
had
that.
like a living room full of bouquets of roses. Man, I just saw that today. And then they was on their yacht and she was twerking for him and all that stuff.
Oh
Yeah, I know
Lord.
that boy hot.
Yeah, that's what the problem is. That's why he like, nah, that's my woman. You ain't gonna play with it. You ain't gonna play with it. But spousal support is crazy. She's not coming back to that. But you heard what she said on that phone. She was like, "You were never like this." I'm telling you, that man was paying all the bills. So to try to act and ask for spousal support for kids that you only keep in jointly is crazy.
And
But
then that's
let's
the thing. You want
We
you
get
want her look, you saying that she not keeping the kids and that's part of the reason why you want spousal support. You know what I'm saying?
mhm,
um, because she not there with the kids all the time. But then you want you want her to keep the kids in the divorce decree. You want that to be their primary residence, right? That's
mhm,
so you can still be out and about doing your thing.
exactly, exactly. He just
If
gotta
you're
go
gonna
find
ask for
a
spousal
little.
support, if you're gonna ask for spousal support, ask for full custody. That's all I'm saying.
You just gotta go find somebody else to pop out with at this point. You know, she happy, she enjoying her life. You gotta go move on, Offset. Keep it P, keep it P. Well, let's move from spousal support to court as we continue to watch Diddy's trial unfold. But this week is actually seeming like some good news for him. Things might be looking up for Mr. Combs as he is like in talks about a pardon from Trump if he gets convicted. And then also he had a really strong day in court where the lawyer was actually causing some reasonable doubt with the cross examination of one of the witnesses. So there's a lot to talk about here. Let's dive in.
YSL still.
And this one is a little bit more of a page 6 question, but back when you hosted The Apprentice, you mentioned once in 2012 that Diddy was a good friend of yours back then. He has since found himself in some very
My bad, my bad, my bad.
serious legal trouble.
Yeah, that's true.
Would you ever consider pardoning him?
Well, nobody's asked. You had to be the one to ask, Peter, but nobody's asked. But I know people are thinking about it. I know they're thinking about it. I think some people have been very close to asking. First of all, I'd look at what's happening, and I haven't been watching it too closely, although it's certainly getting a lot of coverage. I haven't seen him. I haven't spoken to him in years. He used to really like me a lot, but I think when I ran for politics, he sort of that relationship busted up. From what I read, I don't know. He didn't tell me that, but I'd read some little bit nasty statements in the paper all of a sudden. You know, I don't know. I would certainly look at the facts. If I think somebody was mistreated, whether they like me or don't like me, it wouldn't have any impact on me.
His first thing, he used to really like me a lot. What does that have to do with anything? Do you think the man is innocent? He should be pardoned or not?
Hell nah, Trump don't think he innocent.
That has a lot
I
to
think
do with it because he's showing how people switch up, and now you need me. So he's just showing how tables turn, and don't speak out of turn because you never know when you might need me. I think that has a lot to do with it.
Okay. What you think, Demir?
But
go ahead, DJ. Finish what you gonna say.
I, I don't think Trump could pardon him right off the bat because because of the video of Cassie. So I think Trump will have to stay away. And I think he was saying that to distance himself, like he never really liked me. So it's not like I can really just pardon somebody. Like I don't owe him no favors. Some I mean he don't owe Kodak no favors either. But this was some adversary after they were cool. So I don't think Trump could really touch that because I don't think people really be rocking with him. At least other people did. Some of their time, like two, what's his name, Larry Hoover. He did it. He did about 20 years, and people did time. Kodak did about 3-4 years before he pardoned him. If you just pardon Diddy right for that, that's gonna say a lot, like about how billionaires can do this shit, get convicted, and get scot free from the president. I don't think he's gonna be able to touch that. But free Diddy though.
Be in the
Don't.
conversation, say free Diddy. Say, look. This is what I'm gonna say. If Trump is convicted, I mean, if Diddy is convicted, Trump should be too. But if Diddy is convicted, yeah, Trump gonna pardon him. It's gonna cost Diddy though, and Trump gonna need that in cash. So we
Mm,
can't be at Mar-a-Lago.
mm.
We can't meet at none of the Trump hotels. And or Diddy's favorite hotel, the Intercontinental. All this will have to be transactional through a third party. But
Man.
like DJ said, it won't be right off the bat. Diddy gonna have to serve a couple of years. I think if Trump do pardon him, it'll be towards the end of Trump's term in office. Make him sweat a little because you spoke out against me when I decided to run for president. Well, that thing was cool.
But see, you can't wait that long.
Exactly.
You got to think about it. Trump is he's getting up there in age. You don't know if he's gonna make it to the term. I'm not wishing nothing on nobody, but he is older. So if he want to do something, he need to go ahead and get it done. You know,
I mean, that's true too. That's just
Um,
a chance you got to take.
I would hate to be Diddy sitting in the
No,
street waiting for the pardon. I would. I would. I gotta wait a couple of years. Mm-mm. I don't know. I was happy that Trump did pardon Todd Chrisley though. I love Todd Chrisley. I used to watch their show all the time, and he got
who
out.
does?
Who so they had a TV show, him and his family, and basically him and his wife allegedly stole a bunch of money. I don't know if it was like laundering exactly or what it was, but they stole a bunch of money. They went to prison for it, and they got out like this week, I think. But as soon as he got out, one of the first things he said was like, he didn't like how he was in there and like black people weren't being treated the same way as him and everything. He always been one of the people like for the people. His granddaughter is black, and I love them. They real cool. I mean, definitely do stuff wrong, because you ain't supposed to be stealing money from people. I don't know who they were stealing the money from, but yeah, yeah.
but he kept it 100. Yeah, he was saying how black prisoners aren't getting accepted into certain programs,
Hmm.
which is real. 'Cause when my son, when my brother was in prison, I was like, go to a program, go get a degree. They said they got all this to offer you. And he's like, nah, man, I haven't been in trouble in years, and they still got me at a level 4, and it just restricted him from getting those degrees. So when he said, when that dude Todd said that, I felt that. I'm like, yeah. So they still segregating you in prison. It's crazy.
Yeah, for sure. Because Todd was like, he was like, yeah, like things I'm getting accepted in easily. Like, I know why I'm getting accepted, but when it comes to them, they're not. And I mean, he's right. Like at the end of the day, he is a white man, a white rich man at that. So it's like whatever he wanted probably in that system, they putting him through. They letting him do whatever. And he was only there probably maybe 2 years, if that. So it's like if you're getting in these programs that people have been waiting 15 years to get in the same program, we see that there's something wrong here. So I was happy he spoke on that. You
Yeah,
know,
that was nice.
yeah.
All right. So how y'all feel about President Trump pardoning Larry Hoover and NBA YoungBoy?
I mean, Larry Hoover been in prison for a long time. I mean, NBA YoungBoy, he's a wild one. but but I mean, it is what it is. I don't want to see black men in jail in the first place. So hey,
At the end of the day, I think NBA YoungBoy learned his lesson. They held him. They kind of fizzled out his team because he was at one time one of the hottest niggas. Birdman was trying to offer him $1 billion just to sign with him. But I mean, at the same time, you can't be moving like that with all these guns and just craziness. So I feel like he learned his lesson though. But with Larry Hoover, I feel like what the hell did Trump do? You commuted his federal prison time, but he still got to do 200 years in state prison. Like, if you're gonna pardon that man, strike him all the way through for his crimes.
wait, so
Trump
he's
can't
still
do
in
that.
prison? He still has to stay in prison?
Yeah, he still got to go to state
Yeah, he
prison.
gotta stay in.
Trump's authority has no bearing on the state. The governor has to do that.
Oh,
Trump
okay.
can pardon him federally, but if you catch a state case, like okay, if you got like Larry Hoover got a federal case and a state case,
Hmm.
okay, Trump pardoned him from the federal case, but if you have a state case, then you got to go to the state penitentiary, and the governor is the one who has to pardon you there.
I know
Trump
he.
can't override that.
I would be so pissed. I got a pardon from the president. I still got to be in prison. Oh wow, that's crazy. That's
But
crazy.
200 years.
Kodak stuff wasn't federal.
Yeah,
Kodak
Kodak
got put
stuff
over
was
for some.
federal. Kodak was federal.
Oh well, damn.
That was
That
right
state.
down.
Most niggas got state cases.
Yeah. Well, okay.
Yeah.
What y'all think about what happened in court this week with Diddy's lawyer in the cross examination of victim three?
Oh man, let's get into this video. Hey, this my girl Tisa Tales, man. She be breaking it down, and I mean, she go detail by detail. She be taking notes. So let's see what she had to say first, and then we'll get into our opinions.
I was live in the courtroom. The jury should be ashamed. Listen, I know everybody's talking about the juror in the middle and the way that there's issues and the way it looks like she's pro Diddy, but after what I saw in the courtroom, I am telling y'all, there are bigger problems. And it was actually weird and it was actually gross. Brian Still, I'm not gonna lie, on two things. He did his job as a defense. The second one, he is gross and morally bankrupt, and he should really be ashamed about the way. The jury should be ashamed. The prosecution has a problem with Mia. Mia's testimony yesterday had everybody. Hold on, let me go. Mia's testimony yesterday had everybody in a chokehold. From what we saw today, Mia has lost the jury. Again, Mia has lost the jury. Brian still has them, but it was still disturbing behavior. I'm surprised the judge didn't tell the jury to knock it off and pay attention. Do you know who was laughing in the face of somebody that is saying that they were guilty of, well, a victim of SA? I'll tell you who. The jury. Diddy's jury is a problem. The jury has exposed who is pro Diddy. The jury has exposed who the prosecution needs to. And it's more than that girl in the middle row. I counted at the very least 7 people laughing, joking, smirking, and literally enjoying Brian Steele ripping apart Mia on the stand. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I had to believe it was a bloodbath.
Oh wow. I don't know. What you think?
I mean, to me, I don't know why she's talking crazy about Brian Steele when he got to get down dirty and nasty to show these jurors exactly who these people are. These are con people trying to put on a scheme to get a powerful man thrown in prison. I mean, if it's a sex ring, wouldn't he have more than one victim? And wouldn't he be getting paid for having the victim? He's paying people. It's a rich man. It's a rich man's fetish, and the jury is seeing what it is, and that's why they laughing at these supposedly victims who's getting paid tens of thousands and having a good night.
Hey, she from New York. She said she don't like them Atlanta lawyers. They need to go back down south. He
Yeah, we're gonna get
tore
down and
her
dirty
ass
on
up. Yeah, he must have tore her ass up on that stand.
Had to. Had to.
From all the things that I was seeing, and she, cause like if you gonna do all that, go up there and make it seem like life was so horrible and he took advantage of you, scrub your Instagram first, cause they got all that material from her Instagram. You know what I'm saying? What she's saying, I love you, Diddy. Oh, I had the best time of my life, and then when he asked her about a certain date, I forgot, but it was like Diddy's birthday, right? But the sexual assault, one of the essays, um, actually had happened, supposedly happened, allegedly happened on Diddy's birthday. So when Brian Steele asked her, "What does this date mean to you?" she said Diddy's birthday, and he said, "Well, but wasn't that the first time that the essay occurred?" And she was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Well, wouldn't that be the first thing that comes to your mind because that was the most traumatizing moment in your life?" I mean, that was right. He busted up her game right there. To tell you the truth, made her look like
Yeah, Brian's still gonna do.
made her look like she wasn't credible at all. You know what I'm saying?
Man. I mean, I get what she's saying about his morals, like testing his morals, because like if you know that your client is in the wrong, and if they actually did do this stuff to a person, like how can you morally go in that courtroom and lie for them? But I don't know. His job is being done. He's doing his big one basically, and yeah, I've been seeing that all over like TMZ and different places that was one of those turning points, like in the case, kinda. I don't know. We're gonna have to like watch continuously and see like how it ends up and where it goes. But he knew how to go in there and get her. And
That's the thing, though. As a defense lawyer, you really don't care if your client did it or not. That's not your job. Your
yeah,
job is to go in there, represent your client to the best of your ability, and try to get them out. And for me, if I'm a defense lawyer, I don't want to know if you did. You know what I'm saying? If you did, don't tell me. I don't want to know. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Because then I'm morally corrupt.
hmm
But if I think I'm fighting for the right cause, then I'm not. I can go to sleep with a clear conscience. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm fighting for this man's life.
yeah. At the end of the day, you're right. You're right. Fighting for his life and his career, and his, I don't know. The whole situation is like just sad because at the end of the day, I really hate seeing such a black man that really was like on top of his game, like that a lot of people looked up to and everything like that. Then got kids. They already lost their mom. Like it's just such a terrible situation all the way through. So I just
The
really hope.
prosecution should have prepped her better too, though. She should have knew what to expect from these type of lawyers. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Because they're supposed to be the sharks in the water. Like he
Yeah.
got the best of the best here, and he paying millions of dollars for these lawyers. So the prosecution got to prep their witnesses better and tell them what to expect and
Mhm.
what they gonna get grilled on.
Yeah.
I
That's true.
mean, to me, it was already over when they asked Cassie why she participated in the free calls, and she said because she wanted to make him happy. She wanted to please him. So to me, it was already over. Case closed. She is not being forced to do anything.
I don't know. We're gonna see. I mean, with the way things are looking, there's a lot of folks that are wondering if Diddy is gonna be able to walk free. But in the meantime, authorities are still on the lookout for the inmates in Louisiana who walked free out of that prison a few weeks ago. And the reward for their capture has now started to rise. It went from 20K to 50K per inmate because there's still two on the loose right now.
Need that. Where they at? Somebody drop me a line.
Newly released body camera footage showing the
Nah, I need
moments
that.
two more escaped inmates from a New Orleans jail were taken back into custody. Their capture in Huntsville, Texas, just north of Houston. The other inmate caught in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, just an hour from New Orleans. That makes 3 inmates in the last 24 hours, now back behind bars, more than a week after their shocking escape. 2 of the 10 fugitives are still at large and considered armed and dangerous and street savvy. Antoine Massey, with a record of breaking out of jail, this one his 3rd escape. And Derek Groves, who was convicted of killing 2 people. U.S. Marshals say they probably aren't acting alone.
The reward is now more than double to catch escaped inmates Antoine Massey and Derek Groves. They are the final pair still on the run following the jailbreak nearly 2 weeks ago.
They're tired. They're looking over their shoulder. They're running out of resources.
Family members of Antoine Massey are begging him to turn himself in. That includes his mother, who shared this message in hopes that it will reach her son.
I love you, son. If you're listening, please hear my cry. Hear your sister's cry, your family, your pastor. We asking you to please turn yourself in. I want you to know we're doing everything to make sure when you surrender, you will be safe.
Okay, let's start off with this. Did y'all think the mama's call was actually for real, or y'all think she in on it?
Nah, I don't think she in on it.
Okay.
To tell you the truth, I don't think she want to go.
I don't think she on it, but
I know my tea lady put the video on it. I can say it.
Oh no! I mean, if she isn't, that was a really good acting skills. Like Tyler Perry, come scoop her up because she definitely played that out really well. But that was my initial thought. I was like, man,
nah,
you don't know
sure.
your son. Oh my gosh!
But they said their sisters been helping them out. They said
their sisters,
their aunts, their great aunts, and the family. The sister, one of the sisters drove them to Huntsville, I believe, or somewhere close to Huntsville. Like, so they've been helping them out. That's probably what I would have done. I would have laid low in somebody's trunk. Man, get me out of here. Let me get to Mexico, man.
same. I would have just
Close as I can, something.
Exactly.
Give me somewhere.
Exactly.
But Huntsville, you went to a prison area. It's crazy.
Exactly.
But they were
Like,
driving somewhere else. It was probably just a go through town. But I would have been in that trunk. They wouldn't have seen me. I there's no way I would have been in the back seat comfortable. None of that. I would just put some snacks in the trunk, cup of water, and just ride out.
but look, if they was
Yeah,
going to Huntsville, if they was going through Huntsville, they was going the wrong way anyway. They supposed to be going south. They supposed to stay on 59 or get on 77 or something, head to Mexico.
yeah, yeah. They going the wrong way. You right about that.
They
I
probably wasn't
ten.
going to Mexico though. They probably was going somewhere to another state and just gonna chill out there. But it's way harder for men though, because I was thinking about it like a girl, if she get out, she can go change her hair color, go switch up how she looks, anything like that. A man, it's like it's not that much that you can do to make yourself look completely different. People
And then
don't
the one dude just cut his dreads. He didn't even cut the little goatee stuff he had out right here. He left that. Come on, man.
I think it's gonna be a little while before they catch these last two, though. I do. I think that one of
Yeah,
them, since he's broken out 3 times, at some point, I just feel like he probably got it down to a science. Like
he had a
that
plan.
arm.
Yeah,
But I mean,
yeah,
regardless,
he had a
they gon'
plan.
they gonna
And
hunt him
the
down. You know what I'm saying? Regardless, they gonna hunt him down, and then each day that you out there, you gotta think about this too. Each day that they out there, they paranoia getting worse because they upping the reward on you. You already don't know who you can trust. Sleep deprivation because you don't know if the person that's hiding you out gonna eventually turn on you to get the reward money. So that's making you even more paranoid. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, if he's paranoid, you can't tell because I've been seeing videos of him at the pool on Memorial Day weekend, chilling. Look like he having a good time to me. Is he asking?
I thought those was old. I didn't really think they was up to date. I don't think they up to date.
I don't know. That's what I saw. So it might not be, but it don't look like he's too paranoid. I mean, if you've done it 3 times, also, like I think that you know from the past 2 times who you can trust. The problem is with this time is that it was so many of them that escaped that it's way bigger of a deal. Like the last times that he did it, people wasn't probably worried about it for real. But now it's like, was it like 11 of them that did it?
10, yeah.
yeah, something 12, 11, 10.
Yeah.
I saw his aunt.
But I gotta say,
go
shout out to these.
Go ahead.
I just want to say shout out to these black inmates because when they got out, they didn't cause havoc on the streets. They didn't go hold some hostages up and demand some money or they gonna kill them. They didn't go kill nobody. They didn't do nothing extreme. They just went out, got on Bourbon Street, had some shots, ate good. They didn't do nothing too extreme. They get caught, they gonna just turn themselves in. And unlike what we saw here when a white inmate escaped prison, he's killing people for their cars, killing whole families, like from the grandpa to the young 8-year-old son. It was just despicable and it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Go out there, do your shit, have free. One of them dudes was on Instagram Live, man. Live it up for a little second, going on back. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to do all that bullshit. So shout out to him.
I saw Antoine Massey's aunt on TikTok, and she had a lot to say. You know what I'm saying? One thing she said was that she feared for their safety because she think, from what she's hearing, the officials want to bring him back in a body bag. But also, he saw his dad get executed in front of him, and he said only one child, like I guess all his children saw it. Now she didn't just go into detail of what happened, but I guess it was on some street stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But she said he got a sister that haven't been right since. He haven't been right since. The only one that was right, and I guess it's 3 of them. Might be 4, I don't know. But the only one that was right was the one that was a baby at the time because she don't remember. But Antoine and his sister, like they have mental problems because I guess they suffer from seeing their dad being executed when they were kids.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's something else to think about. But I mean, and then they say he'd been a problem child, and they know that. You know what I'm saying? She was just going through it, but it's some people in, it's some YouTubers in Noya or wherever they stay at that was basically, doing stories and stuff on his life or whatever. And she's saying they digging up old wounds, and she just wished that they would, let that go. She just asking for prayers and stuff for her family at this time. You know what I'm saying? So we want to extend some prayers that way. We hope when he is found, because let's face it, they gonna hunt him down. One day. I mean, it might not be this week, it might not be next week. They gonna hunt him down. But let's just hope he's taken in safely. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I definitely do hope they take him in safely. But I mean, she talking about people digging up stuff. People get into true crime and they want to investigate. I mean, they've been pulling up the documentary on the other. I can't think of his name right now, but the other one that's still out still as well. Like there's a documentary on his life already. Not a documentary. There's like a TV show about like the murders that he committed and everything like that too. I haven't got to watch it yet, but I've been seeing that. And at the end of the day, we all know Netflix is gonna come pick this up. Netflix is gonna come and do a documentary on it. If they don't, they're gonna miss money because everybody in the country is tuned in and trying to figure out when the inmates are gonna get picked up and everything like that. So I bet you within the next couple of weeks, month or two, there will be a full documentary on the whole situation.
Yeah, as soon as all of them get caught, they'll come a Tubi
movie. They'll do some interviews and everything. I want to hear what they was doing. Netflix need to go to the prison, get some interviews, and let us know what happened. Because I'm assuming that the rest of them got picked up because it was probably only a couple of them that came up with this plan. Then once they got it open, they was just like, hey, we finna head out. Y'all want to come too? That's kind of what it seemed like. Because there's no way I would have escaped prison and then went to sleep on a park bus bench or like a bench at the whatever. It was a bus stop, something. There's no way I would have did that, but you can tell they just weren't prepared. Yeah. They weren't prepared. Yeah, at all.
Yeah, so, facts.
We're going to see what Netflix do with it. Then, like I said, I would have got out of the state. But one person that I would have definitely not wanted driving me was this Uber driver in Miami named Jennifer Bettines. I don't really know how to say her last name. But she was arrested because she pulled a gun on her passenger. Let's check out this clip.
You're harassing me.
I'm harassing
Get out of my vehicle right now.
I'm not harassing
Get
you.
out of my vehicle. She doesn't want to get out of my vehicle.
No, she just pulled
Get
a gun.
out of my vehicle. You're no longer in the ride. Get out.
Okay, ma'am, what's the address?
Get out of my vehicle right now.
She got them crazy eyes.
Get out.
Oh.
Get out.
Ooh.
Get out of my vehicle.
You're going to go viral. You're going viral.
Yes. You're Jennifer, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you understand you have a felony warrant for your arrest? Aggravated assault out of Miami?
I have the right to remain silent.
I'm just letting you know you have a warrant. That's it. I'm not asking you about the case. What do you have on you that could poke my partner?
Inside what? Inside pockets.
Inside
to my left suit. You don't have to undo that. You can go inside.
You gonna tell me how I'm gonna do my job?
I have the right to remain silent.
Okay, you do. You smell marijuana. Do you have any on your person?
You can test me. I have the right to remain silent.
Okay. We're 1015 on the correct subject. She was the only one in the vehicle.
Man, you can tell Jennifer had a hard head growing up. Still do. Still do. She's stubborn.
She's spoiled and all that. Mm-hmm. But she also got the right to get her ass deported too because she's doing too much. And it sounds like from the accent, it sounds like straight deportation. Venezuela, her country is calling her right back on over there.
That woman, like, she probably is from here. That don't mean nothing just because she got an accent.
Nah, the accent too thick.
No, she's just from Miami. Like, they have accents down there.
She from Venezuela. She got to go back because she got too much crime going on over there, man. She pulling out guns. I'm pretty sure she ain't got no gun permit. It's concealed. Yeah, she gonna get deported, man. You see what they about to do with that one couple that came over here and accidentally killed that girl on that jet ski down here in Texas. So
it's
deporting you now. Accent too thick. We ain't even gonna check your background. We know.
I'm tired of the deporting at this point.
Oh, you didn't see that?
I've been tired of it. Actually, not even at this point. Before the point. Why are we doing this? I don't know, but Jennifer. Back to Jennifer.
I mean, I don't know what happened that led up to this point. I would like to know though. But I feel like up in the blick was a little extreme, whatever it was.
Yeah.
Because apparently they was just having words,
They
maybe they
doing
was
no
making
cut.
fun of it, maybe they was talking about an accident. Who knows? But pull over and call the cops if you have a rider that want to get out of something or that you want out of your car. Because to pull a gun and your life isn't in immediate danger is crazy. That's why everybody shouldn't have a license to carry. Now she done lost her job, because I'm pretty sure the Uber driver was like a secondary job. You know what I'm saying? And she been caught up.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it definitely seemed like she was overreacting, but at the same time, we don't have the context. We don't know what happened. All I read was something about on Twitter. They were saying that the passenger said her eyes looked crazy or something like that. Like, you got crazy eyes, and like she pulled a gun on her after that, which that's
She said that in the video, but she had before they started filming, she had already pulled the gun on him once. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I don't know what led up to all of that.
Yeah.
I want to know what led up to all of that. You know what I'm saying?
The way that they wrote it on Twitter is like as if that's what started it. I don't know if she said it more than one time. That's kind of how I took it. Like maybe she said it before the video started, and then said it again during the video. I'm not sure, but somebody calling you crazy eyes is definitely not a reason to pull a full gun out. And that's mental health. That's really what we need to focus on in this country. That's what they need to go figure out is the mental health problems that are going on, because you should not be freaking out like that.
Yeah, you don't know the first time she said it could have been a compliment. You just took it wrong.
Yeah, exactly. Take it the wrong way. Well, somebody else that might be facing charges is none other than Rock Nation's CEO, Desiree Perez. But her charges are a little crazy because they're coming from her daughter, her own daughter. Let's check this video out.
Demore says they took her to a hospital for a mental health evaluation after this doctor signed paperwork saying she was a risk to herself.
What he told me was, we received a call from your family that you tried to OD the night before.
A doctor she says she'd never met before. And according to Demore, it's her own mother who's behind it. In this lawsuit, she claims her mother, Desiree Perez, used unlawful means to have Demore falsely detained under Florida's Baker Act and Marchman Act.
So she's the CEO of Rock Nation, a company that she owns along with Sean Carter, the famous rapper Jay-Z.
The complaint alleges a conspiracy, saying Perez used her money, power, and influence to tear apart Demore and her husband, Javon Hadley, and created an enterprise of individuals to effectuate her plot.
To essentially try to separate me from my husband and to falsely accuse him of domestic violence.
Perez has repeatedly denied these allegations in court filings. A month before Demore filed her complaint, we found her mother filed her own lawsuit against Demore's husband, Javon, citing evidence Perez says he has abused her daughter for years, something the couple has denied in court records. In that lawsuit, Desiree Perez says she moved to Baker Act her daughter, fearing she was at risk of suicide and abusing prescription drugs.
Okay, who want to go first on this one? Because,
You know, I'm going to say this. If you do this to your own daughter, imagine what you would have done to Tory Lanez. That's all I'm going to say about that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. This sounds like a game that powerful people play to get their way. The husband probably ain't what she fits in her mind for her daughter, and it's just going on too long. And she's like, I can make your life a living hell. She's doing this powerful shit. And the only reason we listening and this is getting this much attention because it's her daughter. When it was Tory Lanez, when it was other people on Rock Nation, like there's other stuff that's going on with other people. When she's dead, no one was listening because she's that powerful. But when it comes from her own daughter, it's shedding light on it. And I wonder if she's gonna, because Jay-Z don't like being in no mess. This could open Pandora's box. I wonder if she's gonna, get her title lower. She's gonna have to sell some of her ownership in the Rock Nation. What's gonna happen? Or is she gonna come out of this on top?
Yeah, I was thinking the
Jay-Z said,
exact same thing. Like Jay-Z, he does not play with his name getting thrown into any type of drama. They do NDA after NDA after NDA. So I'm just wondering, like, how is this gonna play out? I mean, now the daughter really didn't say much about Jay-Z. She's just like, oh, my mom owns the company with him, and that was pretty much it. But at the end of the day, the association is enough. Like, he is probably gonna fire the mom, or like you said, lower her title, but something is about to happen, or he's about to hit the daughter with some NDAs to make sure that whatever you do say, my name ain't included.
no, they've been trying to bury this story though, because I clicked on a couple of links when I was researching this story just to read more up on it, and they were gone. Like, yeah, the link was
That's
not
power. That's
so
power.
I'm guessing they trying to scrub it as much as they can from the internet. But as far as Jay-Z, I mean, you named a known drug trafficker CEO of Rock Nation, so you already knew some of her background and what she was capable of. So that
Wait, the
right
mom was a
there,
drug trafficker?
yeah, she's a known
Oh.
drug trafficker. She was a convicted drug trafficker.
Oh. Okay.
But she snitched on her whole organization.
Oh yeah. Desiree definitely over here not playing. She want her way, and if it's not her way, she's gonna get rid of it.
She got the power. She got the power and status, and the daughter snitching on her. It's no going back for her daughter.
They're gonna have to do one or two things. They're gonna have to settle this right quick, or they're gonna have to get rid of her daughter.
Yeah.
Exactly. I can't believe her daughter came out and spoke with knowing what type of power her mom has. So it must be getting real critical. She's just like let people know, like these rich people gonna do it to you, man.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's definitely what she did. I don't know, but it's like I guess whenever you're in that spotlight and everything like that, you want to protect your image at all costs, and that just kind of seems like what's going on here, you know. But we'll see how it end up. So yeah, whenever you're in the limelight, that is something that you're definitely trying to do. You definitely don't want everybody around you seeing everything that you're doing. And another person who appears to not be liking the limelight and everybody watching him is Big X the Plug. He was basically refusing a photo with a fan earlier this week in a casino. Actually, I'm really not sure if it's this week or not, but it surfaced this week. And he was just basically telling him, no, I'm trying to gamble. I'm trying to have a good time. But the fan was not having it.
Really not gonna let me get a pic with hey, why you grabbing my phone, bro? I just wanted a pic with Big X the Plug, bro. I can't get a pic with your boy, bro? I just wanted a pic, bro. Come on now.
Yeah, I politely told him, and he said it recorded. I politely told him no. I've told 1,000 people no because when I take a picture with one person, I gotta take a picture with everybody.
Bro, it takes 5 seconds, bro. Come on.
It don't matter, bro. I'm gambling and you trying to get me to take a picture, bro.
Bro, but I'm never gonna see you again in my life. I'm never gonna see you again in my life, bro. It's all good, bro. It's all good. It's all good.
She recorded.
I don't know. With this one, it's like whenever you become famous, like you should expect people to want to take pictures with you all the time. But at the same time, you are a human being. You don't want to be bothered every single place that you go. Like you want to enjoy stuff and still chill sometimes without people harassing you. But it's kind of like what you ask for at the same time. Well, I don't know. I don't want to say it's what you ask for, but more so what comes with it. It's just what comes with it. Yeah.
Dude was fanned out, man. I mean, he up there acting like a whole group. You know what I'm saying, dude? That's for females to do. That's a female trait. He was over here fanned out about this man. I just want to take a picture. Dude is trying to enjoy his family and his friends. Just trying to have a normal, nice out, gamble. You interrupting this man from gambling because you want a picture. Talking about you gonna never see him in life again. So you just trying to get something for free. Look, man. The next time you're in your city, go to the concert, pay for the meet and greet, and get you a picture. Instead of worrying this man while he with his friends and family trying to have a good time. I don't even understand it because I guess because I'm just not the type of dude to do that. If I see somebody famous I might chunk them to deuce. If I'm walking by them, I might say what's up. But I'm never asking for a picture. I'm just not that fanned out. They just a person just like me. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being real. I understand like a woman doing it or something like that, but for a man to be this fanned out, just, yeah, that just don't sit right.
What you think, DJ?
Yeah, man. I agree. Like anytime a dude's talking, well, I'm never gonna see you again in my life. It's like, dude, why would you even conjure that statement in your mind? Like, what made you think of that? Like, who cares? You know, like it's big. Shout out, it's big ass the plug. Shout out. That's what's up. It's a good look. But for you to tell another grown man, I never see you again in my life, like, dude, that's the weirdest statement I ever heard in my life. Like, dude was fanned out seriously, and us black people, we don't play like that, bro. Like, take a picture. I would if I would have just been taking some quick snapshots, probably for the Instagram. Like, yo, I'm here. I see Big X here. You can get some of those and some of those selfie modes or something, but you ain't gotta do all that, man. People got things to do. People got and they be in moods themselves. I don't know. I wasn't feeling that from the the fan standpoint.
What you want to do? Take a picture so you could go back and cap and say, "Yeah, I was chilling with Big X the plug. You went at the casino and you in this picture." I mean, I don't get it. What was the whole?
I think you just want it for memories. Like, like one day I ran the Big X plug, or you go tell your friend about it, like a casual conversation. Oh, I was in the casino. You'll never guess who I seen. Big X the plug. And then they be like, oh, you lying. And then you got a picture. Maybe that's
so. Take a snap while you walking by or something and be like, Big X the plug.
Exactly.
That's something that I would do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I ain't gonna.
Yeah, something like
a little stuffy, a little.
Sometimes that Nike hand over that.
Yeah, I ain't gonna be no fanboy though.
It got to the point where it's kind of like harassing, but at the same time, it don't look the best either whenever you denying it, because now you feel like your fans that might want to come up to you now, they might feel some type of way. You don't want to make your fans feel like you don't care about them either. So I can kind of see both sides. You don't feel like being bothered, that's valid. You're a human being, have your fun, be in a casino chilling. But the fan perspective, fans are gonna be fans at the end of the day. They want to take pictures, they want to see you, they excited. I don't feel like there's nothing wrong with being excited to see you like one of your favorite artists.
But see, this is the problem with most fans. They don't care who you with or what you're doing. They want to interrupt that and expect you to interact with them right then at that moment. That man could have been in the middle of gambling or something. You know what I'm saying? So where he had to keep his eyes on the table instead of going up and asking his homeboys or his security or whoever was with him, saying, "Hey man, you think I can get a picture with Big X the plug when he finished doing what he doing?" Something like that. He probably just went up to the table and was like, "Hey, bro, let me get a pic. Hey, Big X, let me get a pic." You know what I'm saying? That's just how some people are, and that shit rubs you the wrong way.
Yeah, I see it.
I think as celebrities or basketball players, the only people that you should try to take a picture for is the youth. Everybody grown is like, come on, man, look. If I got time for you, I got time for you. But I feel like if a little kid ran up to LeBron, or I was with my kid, I wouldn't want a picture with LeBron. But I'd be like, hey, go get a picture with LeBron. And LeBron be like, hey, go on, I'm busy or some shit. Yeah, I'd probably feel some type of way. But it's like, if he did it to me, I'd be like, well, shit, it's a busy ass nigga. I wouldn't feel some type of way. We just got to get out our feelings, man. We grown.
Yeah, you got to get out your feelings, but at the same time, if you're supporting somebody, like let's say you're paying your money to go to these concerts, you're paying your money to go buy the songs and different merch and whatever the case may be. I'm not saying this fan was, but like if you are one of those people that's doing all that and then your favorite celebrity deny you a picture or something like that, it is going to make you feel some type of way because you've been supporting this person. You putting money in their pockets at the end of the day. So I feel like to an extent you can maybe have a little like, feel a little sad, a little upset about it. I probably wouldn't.
Okay.
I don't care personally, but some people, they care.
I mean, that's true.
I like your point of view. That's real. You made me understand that.
But you supporting them, but at the same time, man, look, you gotta have some respect. You know what I'm saying?
Respect, yeah.
Yeah, for my time and my space.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Well, We obviously see Big X. He prefers not to be bothered. He really got a song called "Leave Me Alone." He really literally that was on the last album. So fans should have knew that one. But another person who has their own personal perspective and preference is this woman who says that she prefers dating feminine men because masculine men are emotionally unavailable and unintelligent. Let's play the clip.
She was usually like dating masculine guys.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Terrible. Being with Tiante, I've learned that it's best to be with a feminine man because they understand you more. It's hard trying to teach a masculine man how to feel sometimes or how to treat you. I don't have to worry about that. I mean, we just kind of dress alike sometimes, and that's really the only thing. He's who he is.
I'm gonna let you get into it, Demir, because I know you got a lot to say about this one. Go ahead.
And after watching this, I don't even know which way is up anymore. I mean, are women preferring to date feminine men? Because, bro, I'm starting to feel like real men got too much competition out there. First, we had to deal with the D-Yikes, then the Studs, then the Dallo Bros. Now, WTF is a feminine man. You know what I'm saying? That's just a gay dude to me, really. I mean, what is it? One who has all the characteristics of a gay man, but he's supposedly straight. I don't even get that. Nah, man. It's it's too many non-binary identifiers out here floating around these days. Uh, I don't know what half of them mean. Bisexual, polysexual, pansexual, androsexual. What do some of these things even mean? Why couldn't we just leave it at heterosexual, homosexual, and bisexual? That's what I got to say. I mean, I did some research. It's like 18 different sexualities you can be today.
18?
I'm looking at 18 and
Oh wow!
looking at that shit, I might not even know if I'm heterosexual. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh,
Nah, it's far more than 18. I seen one that was like 44, but but see, it's more so a spectrum now. So it's not about sexuality. They don't look at it as like male or female. It's like a spectrum. Sometimes they like this end, sometimes they like that end, and they making it more fluid. And that's what that couple is on, some fluid type of stuff. She's presenting and she's being more of the feminine, but he has both. Because like she said, the only thing it is like he's wearing my clothes, so he's still doing kind of manly things. He has the strength, he can be the protector, but he's just a little gay, a little saucy with it. I don't know. I just feel like traditions were set up for a reason, because when you start blurring lines and then it's just like things just start getting out of whack, and it's just like now they even telling kids and teen home or like schools like there's no sexuality, and they're just, why you talk to kids about sexuality? To me, it's just, I don't know, man. It's beyond my scope of intelligence right now.
Bro, you can't tell me this dude is 100% straight. I don't believe it.
Nah, I said it's on a spectrum. He fluid.
Yeah.
He fluid.
She's saying he just got feminine qualities. That's it. But I mean, she's saying he's straight. You can't tell me this dude 100% straight. I don't believe it.
I don't know. I just feel like, you
can't 100% straight.
You like what you like, and I mean, long as you're happy, that's it. I don't know. I mean, I don't think I could date him wearing us wearing the same clothes and stuff like that. But everybody is different. I mean, I do get what she's saying about like emotional intelligence and everything like that, because there are some people that's just really like not attached to their emotions, and like it's hard to get through, talk to them and stuff like that. So on that, I can get it. Like, okay, you want somebody that gets you, that understands you, that hey, if she happy, it is what it is, man.
He emotionally attached because he's sweeter than a 5-pound bag of sugar.
5 pound, damn. Diabetes.
5-pound bag.
I mean, that's just a hard topic, man. It's just like this, people are really they finding their partners with the same sex and transgender. Like I seen a transgender woman marry a transgender man, and it's like, wait, so you used to be a boy, and used to be a girl, but you turned to a boy, and y'all married each other. Exactly. So it's just like it's just you got, like Cardi said, you like what you like, and I hope that you're happy because it really got no effect on us until y'all start putting it in the school system. Leave the kids alone.
Because
Let them figure it out, but leave the kids alone.
Somebody was telling me the other week that there's this new trend. I forgot the name of it or what they're calling it, but basically it's like a woman marrying her gay male best friend instead of like marrying a man, like, you know, like a straight man or whatever. Like they just doing it where they live together and the male friend is like paying the bills and stuff like that. It's like you're kind of doing all the same stuff as what you would do if you were a married couple, but I don't know if you're sleeping with each other. You also kind of like can go and date other people, but if you want to sleep with them, you can too. I don't know, but I thought it was an interesting concept.
If that ain't helping out financially, that makes no sense. Because I heard that concept for two straight men marry each other, and then they work, and they get all these tax breaks for being married, and then they divorce with money. You know what I'm saying? So I've heard that concept, but to marry your gay best friend and it's not working out financially, why y'all even getting married? Like,
I think it's working out emotionally for them though, because it's like you can live in the same household. I mean, I'm pretty sure the woman helping with some of the bills, and then after that, you know, you can go still have your fun and enjoy your life, but you're married, so I don't know. Probably can have your dream wedding and everything.
Shout out to Bearded Conversations. He said his wife.
Oh, it's for the facade.
It's what?
Hey, shout out to your son, man. Boy, doing the thing in spring and summer ball. What's his position, bro? But yeah, that's a lot. But hey, it's 2020, 2025. We can't get behind with times. We gotta keep it moving.
Exactly. Now I got to go learn these 18 different sexualities because I'm not even knowing there's that many. But you know, hey, we're gonna figure it out.
You gotta see.
Meanwhile, in Miami is baddie Vanessa Clock. There's a few women in Miami that are out there just grabbing Rolexes left and right from these men out there. So let's play the clip real quick and then we'll get into the conversation.
Fountain blue, same old story.
Well, it's happened again. Another man has his Rolex ripped off. It's happened at the Fontainebleau again on Miami Beach. This time, cops say the high-priced watch thief is Angelina Este.
Grand theft and between $20,000 and $100,000.
Police say she followed the same MOs as other alleged thieves, meeting the man in the lobby and then going to his room.
The victim says he met two girls.
In this case, the victim drank something, passed out, and awoke to his Rolex gone, the woman gone, and a diamond bracelet gone.
But there's a pattern. There's 3 separate victims who've come forward.
Yes, ma'am.
And just last Friday, we brought you the story of Esther Torres. Cops charged her in a number of cases, including one at the Fontainebleau where a man says he was sprayed with an unknown liquid in his eyes and his 2020 Rolex Submariner, like this one, taken. And there's more. There's this woman, 23-year-old Rachel Warner. She's accused of multiple cases in which she's accused of stealing men's valuables, including a Rolex, after seducing them at bars or nightclubs.
This is happening all over the place. So if you're a guy out there and you're watching this and you have a Rolex, be very careful who you bring up to your room.
Hey, I'm not saying it's right at all. I don't agree with nobody stealing from nobody, but I'm just happy that they're doing it where they're not actually harming these men. Like, it's just a little knockout spray and they waking back up, they're good. Because I've seen some people like actually like kill these people for their personal belongings and stuff like that. And I mean, that's just, it's not cool in the first place, but it's way worse when you're taking somebody's life over a Rolex or something stupid.
Yep, I agree.
Yeah.
But you know,
right.
it's these certain hotels that this is happening at. I'm starting to, you know, the hotel is complicit in this because I'm pretty sure they see these same women going in and out on a daily basis with different men. You know what I'm saying? So at some point the hotel becomes complicit in this whole thing.
Yeah, that is a good point. The bartender probably doesn't know what's
Only
happening.
person, yes, the only person that's complicit, in my opinion, is these rich men. It's like you guys got to start tighten up and doing better, bro. It's like y'all too easy out here. You see a fine young thing, and next thing you know, you wide open, nose wide open. You wouldn't even be like that. And again, with a young black person or somebody walking around, y'all the ones complicit in it, and she's not getting nothing for her youngness and her time, whatever she feel like. So she's taking a watch. But I feel like if these young ladies are doing time, Cardi B needs to go and do some time too,
Oh my
because
god.
she admitted to raping. Not rape, excuse me. She admitted to waiting till dude sleep, taking all his jewelry, taking his guns and everything, and doing that multiple times over and over. So I feel like if ain't no statute of limitations of that, don't bring that up. You know what I'm saying? For Offset.
No,
Okay.
I mean you right as far as the men go. I don't know about that Cardi B stuff.
Yeah,
You right.
exactly. Don't do my girl.
You're right as far as the men go because I feel like in those type of hotels, you know there's safes in there, right? So put your jewelry in the safe, man. That's what it's there for, to
Yeah,
safeguard your
stop
valuables.
being wide
So
open.
yeah, I mean if you're gonna be a sucker, then you should get jewelry.
No, they're not putting their safe. They want to wear it so that they can catch the girls. That's the whole purpose.
But
They
I
have
mean
it
when you go
on.
back to the room though, when you go back to the room, if I go back to the room, I'm putting my jewelry in the safe. She going in the restroom and freshen up or whatever
Oh,
she do.
okay.
Put my
Okay. After
jewelry in
you
the
caught
safe.
the girl, as soon as you get in there. But now you're drunk though. You're probably drunk already. So you're not thinking, oh, let me take this off real quick. You
I'm
know?
not drunk. I'm not letting no. I'm not. It's not going down like that.
They're not on their
But
people.
you aren't just drunk. They're spiking your drinks too. So you on some
Yeah.
different type of, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I mean, they got their ways, but I mean, they could end up getting, you know what I'm saying, seriously hurt with that too. So everybody
That's
watch out
another
down there
thing
in
too.
Miami. And plus,
If these
it's
clubs
not a
ain't
big,
let no.
it's not,
Go ahead.
it's not a big thing for the rich people because, like Slim Thug said, when his jewelry got stolen, all that's getting reimbursed. I got insurance on all that. Most of the time, they got insurance on it, so it's not really a big thing for them, but it is a big come up for the girl.
It is when you go home without that watch on, and your wife asking where it's at.
Some questions, yeah.
Oh, they got wifeys and stuff. They doing too much. I ain't know it was like that.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying. I don't know either. I mean, I'm pretty sure. I mean, he had his face blurred. One of the dudes they blurred his face out. But I'm sure these men are married. They going down there tricking. You know what I'm saying? And
Oh,
chicks
well,
just
that's
coming
what
up.
it is then. God,
Yeah, they just trying to hit a quick lick.
well, that's
All the people that they know probably not going to miss it at the end of the day.
on there.
Yeah. Well, here's a little drum roll, please. Can you get a drum roll? A little. Here goes a segment that we've been waiting a couple weeks to do. And that is the top 5 rappers of all time.
You know, we
So
say this just for you, right?
I know. That's why I'm like, I know we've been waiting a couple weeks for it. So let's get into it. I went in, I was thinking real hard today trying to come up with a list. Man, it was honestly a little hard. I don't know. Who want to go first? Who want to reveal their list
Yeah.
first?
And I'm gonna just say before we start, don't look at these album covers and think that this is just something I put together. This has no bearing on who thought should go on this cover chart. I just typed up some names and threw them on there.
Okay. Okay.
But, I'll
I'd
go
say
first.
my number one rapper.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna start with number 5. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go there. It's something about I gotta have my boy Kanye West. He do the track, he do the rap and the track. You know what I'm saying? I got Ye there. For me, number 4 is Jay Electronica, and then number 3, Jay Z, and then I got Biggie, and I got Pac. Pac is my all-time rapper of all time. You know what I'm saying? He's the epitome of rap. When I think of rap, I close my eyes and I see Pac just wilding out. So I got Pac, Biggie, Jay Z, Jay Elect, and Kanye.
Okay, so on mine, I put Pac and Biggie. They would be 1 and 2, but
Separate.
I went ahead and just took them off of the 1 and 2 because I thought that they were like just like we not even gonna.
Yes.
I'm not even gonna put.
Separate.
So I did some other people outside of that. So I put for the next person Kanye West. I did. I did Kanye because
Okay.
he's a musical genius. I
He
gotta
was
give him
tripping.
up. Crazy as hell,
Exactly.
but that man is he can make music. Then I went J Cole. I I feel like J Cole.
Okay, Cole in top 5. I love J. Cole.
I was a little tossed up with the Kendrick and Drake thing because I know that like Drake is not really like the greatest rapper of all time at all, but
He
I
make
feel
good
like
music.
catalog exactly like he got a hell of a catalog and so much music and like he's done a lot in his career. I definitely will. So it's like I got to kind of put him in there a little bit. Kendrick is also really a genius. You know, that kind of go into the big three conversation. And then even though I'm not a Barb, I'm not. I did put Nicki in there just
Oh,
because,
shout out Nicki though.
man, what she's done, like as an artist, as a female artist, just has not been done. So it's like I got to give her respect there. And then I have some honorable mentions. My honorable
All
mentions
right.
people who like their catalog aren't as big, but I think that they're really good rappers if they would have got their shine like the right way. And that's Wale, Big Sean, uh,
Mm.
Corday. He's a younger rapper, but he kind of remind me of J. Cole.
Okay.
And
Oh.
Nas.
Yeah, I heard about Corday.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nas. Okay.
Hmm.
I got to put my Weezy F and 50 Cent in my honorable mention because
Yeah.
I can't even go without they album. I ain't gonna lie to you. Weezy and 50.
Yeah, I was surprised Weezy wasn't in your first top 5.
Weezy, Eminem, and if I didn't have to put Pac and Biggie in there, it would have been Eminem and Weezy
Okay.
next on my stuff. I let's do my guys right there. Top 5. Without that, I'm putting Jay Z, um, JLA. Who did I say? Jay Z, JLA, Kanye,
Hmm.
Weezy, and Eminem. That's
Okay.
that. I can live forever with those albums. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Okay. What you
What
got?
you got,
I
Demure?
don't know why both of y'all got Biggie in y'all top 5,
Oh my god.
but I mean that's y'all top 5. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna break it down and bust it up to why he should not even be in y'all top 5.
Crazy.
Um,
And
but
I'm gonna let you know why he is. But go ahead.
mine,
I want to say if
mine is
Jay Z is in yours, you cannot put Jay Z in it without having Biggie. But go ahead.
Jay Z is not in my top 5
Okay,
either.
That's
good.
why I'm about to say he the predecessor.
Okay.
The reason why Jay Z ain't in my top 5 is because his first album, Reasonable Doubt, that everybody calls a classic, is trash.
Ooh,
You
Jay Z,
crazy.
Man, it's trash, dude.
the
I'm telling
NBA
you, it's
shit right
trash.
You crazy.
I've
That's
never got
crazy.
through. I never even got through the whole album. I fall asleep on it. The
He
production
got
is trash.
stories and metaphors.
Man, it's trash.
He got stories and metaphors. The 22 220. Come on, stop playing with the man.
Man, listen, my top
I thought it
five
was a good.
rappers,
I thought it was a good album.
my top 5 rappers, they on in any particular order, or do we have to have them in order?
You can do it in any
So,
order.
No, you don't have that recording.
and they based on lyrical ability, consistency, and relatability.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I'm going Tupac, Scarface, Mo3, Lil Wayne, and Zero.
Mo
Not
three.
so much.
Mo, you talking about
Not, yes,
catalogs?
Mo3. Not
Mo
so
three
much.
like from Dallas.
Mo3 got more albums. I mean, more mixtapes, albums than Biggie. But
I don't
look,
even know what you said after Mo three. I really tuned out. Who was the other?
Man,
Lil Wayne,
Yeah,
I
it was one
tuned
more.
out
and,
too.
and
It was
then
one more.
Who?
Zero. But
And you
look,
said Zero.
yeah. But
Okay.
not so much on the relatability
Oh man.
for Roe, but lyrics and consistency. Okay, it was a toss up between Roe, Jadakiss, and Gates for me on the last one. But
Okay.
Man, you got some
this the thing though. This the
Mo
thing
3?
You
because
lost
yeah,
me. You
Mo
lost.
three. Look, Biggie not in my top 5 because I don't think he would have had a run. Right, Life After Death was a double CD. It didn't have the impact All Eyes on Me had. Um, All Eyes on Me was no skips as a double CD, and that was crazy. back then. Now, now go to Life or Death. What did Biggie have? He had 24 songs on there. But which ones do you remember? I can name 9. He had the
That's
song.
good
He had the
ratio.
song with Bone Thugs. Not 9 out of 24 is not a good ratio for a double CD. When you had Pop,
That's a
who
good
had a
ratio.
double CD with no skips.
I was about to say that's a pretty good ratio if you think about like if you put it in modern times. Right now, you got most albums that be like 2 songs, and that's
Not
it.
as a
And
double
what can you
disc
name
though.
off?
Not as
What
a
can you
double
name off
disc.
that Pac album though? You
If
can
it was
name
an
2 or
album
3
by
songs.
itself,
You
Pac
gonna
album
name
had
about
no
2 or 3 songs?
man. Pac album had no skips, and then his posthumous album Machiavelli had no skips. Come
What
on,
songs
man.
can you name off the dome for Pac that everybody can say, yeah, all right? If you could name on 9 on one Biggie album, how many you gonna name on that Pac
What you mean?
album that's like, yeah,
All
that's
Eyes on Me,
name?
Ambitions of a Rider, Toss It Up, Life Goes On, Trading War Stories. Man, I could go on and on
I'm
Pac's
still trying to get over the
What's Your
Mo
Phone
3
Number?
pick. Let's go back to Mo 3. How did Mo 3 get on this list? I'm not. I'm lost.
Because
That's what's
all Mo 3 shit jamming though. All Mo 3 shit jamming. You can't say
Yeah, we talking about
name
catalog.
something, but
I like one
okay,
song
not
by
even
Mo 3, and that's Outside. That's it.
everybody.
Oh,
Okay, everybody
okay.
ain't your partner, ain't your
Yeah,
friend.
that's cool. That's it. That's all I got.
Man, come on,
He
man.
got a little hood anthem. Mo 3 didn't have an impact on the world yet. He got these little hood anthems that be in the club. Come on, Mo 3.
If we
Shout
going,
out Mo 3, but Mo 3.
I'm saying Mo 3. I mean, I could jam Mo 3 all day. I can't jam a whole bunch of these rappers.
yeah, Mo
Man,
3.
Mo 3.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm going off of like impact too. Like what is your
Yeah,
music for the culture type of
Mo
thing?
yeah.
3 had a hell of an impact.
I feel like he didn't have an impact till he died.
I think Biggie overrated.
But you said
I
who
think
you said
Biggie
Biggie
overrated.
Biggie can't be overrated when a lot of people copy his style. A lot of people use his lyrics in everyday conversation. A lot of rappers, a lot of rappers quote him when they was quoting other rappers. It's like, come on, stop it. Biggie is one of the most influential. He the one that brought us the fun wordplay. Biggie brought us the cool stories, and it was cool. He brought the Big Fat and Black and made it like a cool thing. It was rapping hella good. We forgot he was Big Fat and Black. It's like, stop playing, man. Biggie is
But
as a
he only had
everybody
two
wants.
albums. He only had 2 albums, and his second album wasn't all that.
He
It was
been
a
dead
double CD.
almost 30 years and people still listening to his music.
Facts.
That's impact. That's like
And remixing his music.
So you
Nah,
said nobody gonna
Biggie
be
got
listening to Mo 3 music 30 years from now. Nobody gonna be
not on
listening
a
to
wide
NBA YoungBoy
scale.
30 years from now.
no,
Yeah,
like I
Mo 3
mean,
people still
I
gonna
feel
be
like you're gonna the people that's from Dallas that's been listening to him probably.
Yeah.
I have one friend. She not from that area, but she lived down there, and she loved Mo 3. She's played a bunch of songs in the car with me, and I just didn't like them that much. They were okay, but I'm not saying he a bad artist at all. He was talented.
Not at all.
It's not
Top 5? That's crazy.
That's
He probably top 305, but
Man, y'all got Jay-Z and Biggie in y'all top 5.
I don't have Jay Z nowhere. I don't.
I got
J.
Jigga.
Cole.
I put his wife as
You got
Beyonce
a J in there,
rapper
J.
than
Cole.
Jay Z sometimes. I rather listen to her rap than him. I don't.
Oh, wow.
Man, Mo 3 the truth. Y'all tripping.
I don't know about that one. What y'all saying in the chat? What y'all feel about that chat?
I said Gates better than Mo 3.
Gates is okay.
Did the conversation say his top 5: Scarface, Lil Wayne, Biggie, Nas, and he counted Wu-Tang as one. Nah, you can't count a group, bro. This is solo artists.
Solo artist. I don't know.
I never liked Wu-Tang either.
Really?
Shaolin sword cutting off niggas' necks.
I never liked Wu-Tang. I think I was off East Coast by then.
How about say the way your list is, you don't appreciate the East Coast, and y'all gotta sit there. You gonna have to put that Jay-Z in that first album. You gonna have to listen to it for real because you kept saying you can't never get through to it. Just get through it. Sometimes it's like you gotta look at an art piece and then critique it after you get through it. You can't be in the middle of it.
I listen to it when I got insomnia and I need to go to sleep.
That's crazy work. You know what? That's it for the live, y'all. That's crazy work, man.
Right there. That is wild. I don't know. Like Jay-Z, he's not. I love that he's real successful and has done so much. But I don't know. Top 5. He is a lot
I
of
mean,
people's top 5.
Boosie said it. Boosie said, "Don't nobody listen to Jay-Z in the South." Boosie said it, but
That's a good way to put it. I think that might be.
I think
Our music is more upbeat, so it's like the New York style of music in a lot of ways, like especially Jay-Z style of music is real slow. He not really trying to like rhyme or nothing like that. He really just like, okay, I'm about to talk on this.
he is rhyming.
I
It's
mean,
double entendres. He's rhyming in between rhymes and bringing a rhyme back from 2 rhymes 3 lines ago. Y'all got to catch all that, man. He rhyming. It's fun.
L, Bearded Conversations, what you call it? L ain't been good since Walking with a Panther. Man, that was like 3 hours.
oh, he said LL.
Stop, you wrong.
LL used to be hard.
Now you used to love LL. You gonna throw LL in every mix you put on. Something like stop playing. LL one of them guys, man.
LL used
the
to
truth.
be hard, but after Walking with a Panther, I gotta quit listening to it.
What I've been laughing at this past few days on TikTok is they had Will Smith doing a freestyle. That was hilarious. Did y'all see that?
Nah, I didn't see it.
Oh
See,
my God.
I think I've seen it, but you know, they were the first freestylers. It's just different now, so everybody gonna laugh. But that's how they just ripped the mic back in the day, man. He got an old school freestyle. He kind of be thinking about it and delivering it at the same time.
It was.
Yeah, his impact can't be denied. Facts. I agree. Well, yeah, you can't deny that.
Nah, yeah, I can't deny LL was hard.
That's how they started raps back then. Yo! So, we can't.
All right. Hey, honorable mention.
That's
Also, my daddy. Shout out to my daddy. He was definitely one of the hardest.
Nah, for real.
Yeah, so I'm gonna use him. Give him his flowers too.
Big influence. Shout out to you.
All right.
I be catching his TikToks. He be doing flashbacks. I'm like, yeah, GF to put that work in, man.
Yeah, he definitely did. Came out of Pittsburgh. Definitely a legend down there. Legend in Houston too. So yeah, he was putting that work in back in the day. He's still been rapping too. I would get on TikTok and be scrolling. I see him doing verses and stuff. I'm like, okay, daddy.
Shout out McKee.
Okay, y'all. That's all the topics that we got for today. Thank y'all for spending the block with us. As always, we'll see y'all next week.